Hey, what's up, ghouls and gals? It's me, Royalty here, and I'm with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr.
Syd motherfucking Retro, man, 77. Yo, we back, guys. Another episode is
That's
going
right.
down.
That's
Finally,
right,
we're
ghouls and
talking
gals.
about the most anticipated Marvel movie of the year.
That's right, ghouls and gals. You heard the man. It's Morbin time. That's right. We're going to be talking about Morbius, Jared Leto's latest attempt to shit all over a, I guess, beloved comic book character. We'll just say comic book character.
Disease.
But yeah, today we're going to be talking about Morbius, and I just want to start off by saying whoa, this movie is very fucking different than the fucking trailer we saw a million fucking times playing at like every movie theater across the fucking world.
Over and over again for the past year and a half, yeah. Yes, definitely. We can see that, I mean, it's been pushed back for a while.
Like 17
you can
times.
see that they heavily edited, heavily edited.
Oh yeah,
that's going on. Shit in the trailer you don't see in the movie all the way.
yeah.
So they're cutting half of the dialogue. They're doing kind of weird stuff. They're cutting out whole scenes.
Yeah. And you know what's weird? Okay, I don't know if you ghouls and gals know this, but me and Syd here, we're not exactly movie makers ourselves. We're general public like everybody else. And if we can tell that this movie has been sliced and diced and edited to all fuck, I mean, that's bad. That's obvious.
Yeah.
That's so fucking obvious and apparent. And if you've seen the trailer of this movie, like Syd pointed out right now, there are huge chunks of this movie fucking missing. We have a whole storyline that is missing. For example, Tyrese and his fucking metal fucking RoboCop arm. That's completely fucking missing. What else is missing from here? All of like Michael Keaton scenes are apparently missing as well. Like the Vulture. Yeah. So there's a lot of
interactions and stuff. The whole Venom and Dr. Morbius.
Yeah. The whole little
banter.
What does he do? What is he doing? He's like
who are you? And he's like, I'm Venom.
I'm Venom.
Like,
and
oh
then,
no, I'm just playing.
Yeah, I'm just kidding, y'all. It's me, Morbius. Haha. And and now in the movie, the theatrical version, like the scene just ends where he's like, I'm Venom. And then like it just ends and the guy's just looking at him like, okay. Yeah, and I got the guy's just like, what? He's like, what you gonna say? Something else after that? And he's like, no.
Yeah, for real. Like, oh, we're not keeping that? Okay.
He's like, okay. Man, I don't know, man. Jared Leto has some fucking luck with superhero movies, man. First, the Joker and the Suicide Squad, he legitimately got like completely cut out of that movie, and it looks like he almost completely got cut out of this fucking movie. They cut out massive fucking scenes in this fucking movie. But damn, yeah, wow. I guess we can start off by saying who's in the fucking movie. Jared Leto plays Morbius, our star fangbanger, and we have Tyrese Gibson is also in the movie. Yes, that Tyrese.
Yeah.
What more do you want from me?
He's a detective. He does great detective work, bro. I was impressed with this, man. Every time he was biting on his toothpick, I was like, yo, this guy fucking gets it.
I'm trying to catch Morbius, see? There's a bunch of people getting bitten on the neck, see? Like a vampiros out here. Then we have a comedian, Al Madrigal. And we also have this hot chick here who her name eludes me right now, and I'm gonna sound terrible by referring to her as like this hot chick and not even giving her name, but that's her name right here, and this is what she looks like right here.
But yeah, his love interest in
the film, and it also stars. I want to say that the guy's name is Matt Smith, the villain of the film, and it also and it also stars this other English actor who plays like kind of their like Alfred kind of character, right? He's kind of like Morbius is Alfred. And he doesn't come out in the movie like a whole lot, like just like very like sporadically, like they sprinkle him in here and there. But yeah, that's who's in the movie. The film was directed by Daniel Espinosa, and wow, the Sony universe just keeps getting like shittier and shittier. like the Venom movies, for example, like the Venom movies, they're not bad. those aren't like, they're kind of like bad movies, but they're not like bad. You know what I mean? Like they're entertaining. Like Tom Hardy is like really fucking interesting to watch in those movies. He looks like complete shit and like it's hilarious. Like it's really cool to watch. And like we were saying earlier, like you see Jared Leto and you instantly just want to be like, fuck this guy. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of like for no reason either. Like, you know what I mean? I like Jared Leto as an actor. He's won a fucking Oscar. But when you see him on screen, you just gotta like have this like feeling of like, fuck him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? Fuck you.
Yeah, I feel like Jared Leto just like dialed in his performance. He kind of just played himself in this movie. It's just like,
yeah, he doesn't really do a whole lot in this movie. Like as far as like being a vampire, he's kind of just like, I'm Jared Leto. I'm a vampire. Like he doesn't kind of really like I wanted to see him bring like a Nicolas Cage like Kiss from a fucking Vampire like performance where he's like fucking like weirding out, like turning into a fucking vampire, like he doesn't know what to do, like his body's reacting all fucking weird and shit. Like they should have gave us that. Like that would have been fucking awesome. Like an American Werewolf in London, but in New York, and have it be a vampire instead of a werewolf, because he's basically is like he transforms into a vampire. Like that's the one thing that sucks, that they got a good looking dude like Jared Leto, and they were like, oh fuck, we have a good looking dude like Jared Leto. Like we can't have him in the makeup the whole movie. Like we have to have him look like Jared Leto. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing that sucked too.
Yeah, so it was just like hints of like turning full Morbius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it was good. I like the powers, What did you think about the
oh my god, his powers were both cool and made zero fucking sense, like at all. Like even in the comics and in like the cartoon, like the Spider-Man cartoon, like it never really made sense as to like why Morbius could fly. But you're kind of like, okay, I guess. And in this movie, he's like, oh, he rides the air currents like a bat. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, no, he doesn't. I'm like, no, he doesn't. And then now he has like some sort of like spider sense or something like that. And then
he got the Nightcrawler teleportation.
Yeah, he can like he's like, yeah. And then apparently he can like do some sort of like, at one point, doesn't he do like a blast like out of his hand? Like, right? Doesn't that guy punch him and it's like it's this weird like explosion thing, right? So like his powers are just like all over the place. And then he has hairy ears. He can hear far with his hairy ears. Whenever his ears get like real hairy, like grandpa ears. Yeah, yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. What did you think about his powers?
Yeah, I was like, I thought they were I don't know, man. I was like, okay, like, the typical stuff, super strength, super speed and stuff. But the teleportation shit that threw me for a loop. They were trying to make it. They were trying to make it cool with the subway scene and stuff. It just really wasn't it. You know what I mean?
It's like the lamest, like fucking wackest fucking thing ever. I'm like, what PS2 fucking video game did y'all fucking steal this from? I was like, this shit looks ridiculous.
Yeah, man. They like it looked visually like it looked good. It was entertaining, man. It was,
it was fun.
I was hoping that it would be so bad that it was good, but it wasn't.
Bad. It was just bad. That's the thing.
When Tyrese came on screen, it was so bad that it was good.
Yeah.
And now a classic Tyrese acting moment.
Hey, man. You got something to eat up in there? We hungry.
That was a classic Tyrese acting moment. We now return to your scheduled programming.
Because Tyrese was like trying to play like
mysterious detective.
Tyrese Gibson's performance in this movie is like so unneeded, so like understated that you could have cut him out of the entire fucking movie and it would not have fucking mattered at all.
There's no reason for him to be there.
No, not at all.
There's no reason for him to be there.
No,
he adds nothing to the story arc at all.
And then like his one big scene, his one big revelation in the movie is like when he has like a toothpick in his mouth and he's like, oh yeah, look. That's not Morbius. They're like, oh yeah, no fucking shit, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? Everybody knew that but you idiot. And he's just like, oh. Okay.
Yo. Yeah, Tyrese was in here for no goddamn reason. But Tyrese is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Wow.
Right?
The Sony Marvel.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, he's going to try to tell, like, Anthony Mackie that he's like, hey, I'm in that MCU. He's like, the fuck you are. He's like, the fuck you are, motherfucker. He's like, you're
can
back
I
there.
be in Avengers now? Can I get an Avengers now? Can
no.
I be X-Men? Come on, y'all got to put me something in here now.
I feel like Tyrese, I feel like Tyrese, like midway through the movie, they told him that they were gonna edit all his cool scenes out, so he was just like, fucking Vinny D wouldn't do this to me. Like he was just fucking mad the whole movie, man. Like it was.
Yeah, he was. It was like a Ice Cube impression or something.
Yeah,
just mean mugging the whole time.
And then Tyrese isn't a tough guy. Like he's the guy that gets beat up like by that old guy in Baby Boy. Like he gets beat up by
Jody.
Like, dad. Yeah,
remember that Jody.
Jody, no.
When Snoop Dogg came to his house.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg was just straight chilling in his house.
Son? It's your fucking son.
Yeah, like Tyrese isn't that guy. Like Tyrese isn't like the badass like dude, you know what I mean? Like even in the Fast and the Furious movies, he's like the guy that makes the other guys look cool. Like you know what I mean? Like he's not.
Yeah. Oh, yo, well, because I think last time Tyrese went viral was like when he was crying and stuff about his daughter.
What more do you want from me?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Wait, don't say my baby.
Yeah, you got like the snot bubble cry, juice,
I shouldn't be laughing at that. I shouldn't be laughing at that because it's really sad.
Oh no, we're gonna have to add that in here. What more do you want for you to not be in the motherfucker?
Yeah, I don't want you to be a Morbius. I don't want Morbius at all. I want a Morbius
too. Yeah, there should be no Morbius 2, man. God damn it.
Oh my god. But yeah, like I think you summed up this movie the best by what you said earlier, that everybody thought that this movie was going to be so bad that it's good, and it's just bad. Like it's just like honestly bad, and it's disappointing because this movie could have been good. Like it had all the ingredients to make a nice like pizza pie, but they instead made it like a shit sandwich, and I don't understand why. Like I don't get why this happened. It's just weird. Yeah. It's just really weird.
His relationship with everybody is weird as fuck too. Like, okay, so that's your girlfriend, or is it not your fucking girlfriend?
Yeah, and then he
just
kisses
your best
her
friend,
randomly.
but it's not your best friend. It's like, you know, I know one of them had to die. That shit was so cliche, trash writing with the villain. Like, the best friends, right? Oh, and he wanted the serum, and he was like, no, you can't have it. And then he stole it, and now they have to fight to death. You know what I mean? And come on, man, that shit was.
Yeah, the thing of it was that it was a lackluster plot, a very generic villain, and like it's hard to make a character like Morbius like have that sort of kind of like appeal because general audiences don't know who the fuck Morbius is. Like people don't know who the fuck he is. Like they kept putting this fucking shit out there. They're like, the fucking Marvel legend, the living. I'm like, he's not a Marvel legend, motherfucker. Like he's the last thing that people fucking associate with being Marvel. Like, do you see people walking around with fucking Morbius shirts like in your fucking local mall or Walmart? No. And they're not gonna be even after this fucking movie. They're gonna be like, remember that fucking shitty movie? They're like, what, you mean New Mutants? No, Morbius.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just generic. It's generic. It's bad. It could have been good, and that's the worst thing.
There was so many times when I was watching the movie in theaters, and I would just look at my wife, and we would just start laughing. Like there was at least like 6 moments in this movie where I was just, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Dumb. It's just so dumb.
What?
Like the movie's logic is so stupid. Like it makes like all these leaps and bounds and tries to like they really don't even try with the fucking
Daily Bugle. Oh, it's the Daily Bugle.
Yeah.
Hold on, I forgot. We gotta show a Casio watch every 20 minutes in the movie. What the fuck was that about?
He's writing the thing down, And that was, I don't know if Casio did like a product placement thing with them. I'm more than sure that they did. I'm like, right, you think? All right, but fuck, man, yeah. There was so much weird shit in this movie and not cool weird shit. It was just like dumb, stupid, weird shit. Like a fucking CGI bat hugging Jared Leto was the dumbest fucking shit that I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Yeah, this was a whole bunch of nothing, man. This is a garbage ass movie. Yeah. Is it worth watching? If you want to watch like all of the Marvel Sony properties, you know what I'm saying? It's watchable, but it's not.
It's watchable.
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's watchable in that you have to see like how bad they fucked this up. like, because they royally fucked this up. They fucked this up so bad that the director of this movie, Daniel Espinosa, he did an interview and he was basically just like, like, you know what I mean? Like, he was just kind of like, I don't know. He's like, I don't know. Like, he was just like, I don't know what they were doing. It makes nothing in this movie makes any sense. Like, Vulture coming into this universe and then him immediately going to Morbius and being like, hey, you know, we should go and fuck up Spider-Man. And Morbius is like, who? Like, okay, like what?
Yeah. Yeah, and they didn't even wait long either. It wasn't like an end credit. You didn't have to wait like to the end of the end. That shit was like, oh, the movie's over, and then like a minute later, boop, comes back on.
Yeah.
There was, I feel like there was two. Wasn't there two? I think. Yeah, right. What was the other one? I forgot what the other one was.
The first one was they're like, Adrian Toomes mysteriously appeared in like this jail. Also, that's fucked up. Like, how bad of luck do you have to have that you get taken out from one universe and put into another universe and you still end up in fucking jail? Like, what the fuck? Like,
and
what
then they're gonna let him go. You're like, what?
Yeah, they're like, well, he never did anything here. You know what I mean? But nobody else was like, well, he obviously did something if he fucking arrived in our universe in a fucking prison outfit.
Exactly.
But
yeah,
the next one was the Vulture like flies in, and it's like obviously not Michael Keaton because he's like suited head to toe. Like
those wings were huge. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, but he comes in or whatever, and then he's just like, hey, Dr. Morbius. He's like, Venom, and he's just like, no, I'm Morbius. Stop playing. And then he's like, I heard Spider-Man's causing some trouble over here. Maybe we can take him out and do some good. And then Morbius is like, oh, okay, what? Like, he's just like, okay, I guess. Yeah, like Morbius is like, maybe. And it's never gonna happen.
Yeah, that's just never gonna happen. Whatever they were trying to build up with this shit, it ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, man, I honestly don't even know who the fuck they would fight. For example, who would their Sinister Six be? It would be Morbius, Vulture, I guess the Scorpion. The Scorpion is in that universe. I know the
Venom.
Venom, maybe. I know the Prowler's in that universe as well. And I guess they could bring in like fuck. I mean, who could they fucking bring in?
I forgot the other guy's name. He was like gold and gold.
Oh, Shocker?
Oh, yeah. Was it Shocker?
Yeah, he would do the...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Shocker. Dude, I remember that, speaking of the Shocker, that guy, he got beat up by Spider-Man so bad in one comic book that he was like traumatized by like Spider-Man. Like, he would like see Spider-Man on TV and he'd be like, oh, oh!
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
That's a cold piece right there, man. Spider-Man be getting busy with the hands.
Like, if I were to make Morbius, if I were to make this movie, like, there's a good version of this movie that exists. Like, if I was gonna make this movie, I would make it to where like it's like, you know, like I said, like a werewolf in like London type thing, and then I would put in fucking Kraven the Hunter. That's going to be the other person that's going to be in the Sinister Six. But yeah, I would throw in Kraven the Hunter, and I would put, you know, that scene in the beginning when he has to go to like that weird country to like go with the bats or whatever. I would put Kraven the Hunter there, and then Kraven the Hunter's like, oh, like what the fuck is he doing? You know what I mean? Like, and then he's like, oh, he finds out like, oh, the doctor's going to do like this serum to like eternal life or whatever, and then you have Kraven the Hunter like hunting Morbius, trying to kill him to get like that
in New York City.
In New York City. So it's kind of like a thing where like Morbius is like feeding on people, but he's also like having to like hide and run away from this other guy and stuff like that. That would have been fucking way better than like generic fucking asshole in a fucking stupid fucking suit. Like, I'm also Morbius. I'm the same. Like, okay. Ugh.
Yeah, they didn't really follow like the vampire stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Like, this was the only vampire movie that I've ever seen that is afraid of fucking blood. They never wanted to show blood in this fucking vampire movie.
Yeah, clean that up. Yeah, this is a vampire movie. They did not show blood. This dude had super fangs out, going super crazy, biting people, slicing people.
And you would just hear like, you know, and then that was it. Like, you wouldn't see blood really. That's another thing, right? Like, he would like cut people like that, and you would just kind of see them like, oh, like off like that.
Yeah, Yeah, that was kind of whack. But you know, is this PG-13? What is this?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
But I feel like you can show blood in PG-13, right?
No, I mean, I think you can, but I think it's like a certain
I think
amount.
that this movie made that decision. Like, I think that was a stylistic choice that they were like, oh, we want kids to see this, so we're not going to put like blood in it.
Yeah, so we're not going to have a vampire going around killing
being
people,
a vampire,
sucking their bloods out of them, leaving them in the empty alleys in New York City.
Dude, even fucking Twilight had blood in it. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, Morbius. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, man, in summary, I know we spent like probably like 30 minutes just shitting on this movie, and like deservedly so. But in summary, Morbius, it's just lackluster. It's bad. I mean, it's not boring. It's entertaining. But I mean, if you really want to waste money or waste time, I guess go see Morbius. But you could literally go fucking see any other better fucking movie. But this Sony universe, if they want this to fucking survive, they want to keep making these movies, they need to fucking like make good movies. Like, all of them are fucking bad. Like, they need to like do something.
Yeah, definitely. Agreed, man. What do you want to rate this? What's your rating? What are we doing?
What do you think, man? What are you gonna give Morbius?
Out of 10? Whew. Right. I'm gonna give it a solid 4.
A 4.
Solid 4.
I'll agree with you on that. I'll give Morbius a 4, only in that like it had potential. It could have been better, and it's not boring. Like, some of the action sequences are cool. Like that stuff that they do where he like goes slow motion like out of nowhere, and he's like attacking somebody. That's cool. I like that. Yeah. That's pretty good. And Jared Leto, like he's an Oscar-winning actor. Like, he's not terrible in the movie. Like, he kind of phones it in, he kind of dials it in, but I have to say he's the best part of that movie. And I mean, it's Morbius. Morbius should be the best part of the movie, but it's weird that Morbius is not in this movie as much as he should be in this movie. Like, this is the Jared Leto show, like not the Morbius show. So 4 out of 10. Morbius. Don't really waste your time if you can come across it on inevitably when it ends up on fucking Hulu or something like that. Check it out there.
This should be streaming. This should be streaming.
This should have been streaming. It got delayed 17 times, and like it should have just been on fucking Hulu. They should have just let it out on Hulu, and they should have let out the unedited version of this movie and just give us a decent fucking movie.
Yeah, we need that. I bet the director's cut is probably a lot better.
Oh yeah, at least a little bit better. Like, Jesus Christ. Well, there you have it, ghouls and gals. Morbius is a fangless vampire that just sucks. I'm Ryan T, and this man sitting next to me is
Syd Retro 727, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
See y'all in the next one, ghouls and gals. Oh yeah, before we go, make sure y'all tune in to Saturday Night Horror Theater. We'll be talking about the surprising Hulu film No Exit. All right, ghouls and gals. This is